What's up, investors and other people? What's a word for people who don't invest? Idiots? Perhaps. In any case, we're super excited to have you back with us here at the one and only Mainstream Cryptos. It's another week. We're looking at another top 15 pieces of news from all over the world, from the US to North Korea. I know you're all excited at the mention of North Korea. We're going to be looking at some really, really epic stuff. Before we get started, I just want to say, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Yes, do that. And with that said, let's dive straight into the hot stuff we have for today. Piece of news number 1. Regulators now target Ethereum instead of XRP. Someone else is taking the heat. John Deaton, a pro-crypto lawyer and legal expert, continues shedding more light on the case of Ethereum holders and New York State Attorney General. In his recent tweet, Deaton drew the public's attention to the fact that despite XRP being traded on KuCoin earlier, the Attorney General chose Ethereum for some reason to charge the exchange with selling unregistered securities. It is a coordinated long game play, writes the lawyer, with regulations now targeting Ethereum and staking to eventually shut down all such projects. Sometimes I wonder, what do people have against crypto? To prove his point, Deaton shared a quote from the case, which reads that Ethereum holders can make a profit merely by participating in staking the token. As reported earlier by You Today, the lawyer gathered more than 1,000 Ethereum owners for a class action lawsuit against the New York State Attorney General. Piece of news number 2. Shibarium exposed as a clone and the Shiba Inu community left in turmoil. This is a sticky piece of information. According to a message on Shiba Inu's official Discord channel by Steve, a member of the SHIB growth team, Shibarium Layer 2 solution is allegedly, keyword there, allegedly, keep calm everyone, a clone of another blockchain project called Rinia. He claims that Shibarium's testnet had the same chain ID as Rinia's testnet, adding that it looks like Shibarium took Rinia's testnet Genesis file and forgot to change the chain ID. Besides, Steve expressed skepticism that Shibarium could have taken Rinia's testnet chain ID without the knowledge of Rinia's developer. The accusation has made the SHIB community go wild, with many of its members demanding a response from the SHIB team representatives. As stated by Ringoshi Twatsu, the operator of the fund validator for unification, any duplicate chain ID is a non-issue, as there will be multiple testnets to address bugs. SHIB developer Carl Deria announced that they will be redeploying a new version of the beta network with a new chain ID soon. Well, that is definitely creating waves in the SHIB community. Absolute waves. Number 3, $5 million worth of bone unstaked and users massively leaving Shiba Inu ecosystem. This is like the after effects of our previous news item, as I'm sure you intelligent people realized. In light of recent events surrounding the Shibarium Layer 2 solution, namely the project being accused of taking the Genesis file from the Rinia blockchain, the SHIB community has started questioning its overall credibility. Despite SHIB lead developer Satoshi Kusama denying all accusations, it caused an exodus from the staking contract, with $5 million worth of bone tokens being unstaked. Shiba Inu's native token SHIB plunged 13% as a result, suffering from a serious blow to the ecosystem. It remains to be seen whether the Shiba Inu drama will have a long-term impact on the project. I think that very much depends on what we were talking about previously, and the redeployment of a new version of the beta network, depending on how soon they can get it redeployed with the new chain ID. Again, on the same topic, another drama has occurred around the Shiba Inu project as the YouTuber Ben Bitboy Armstrong threatened to reveal the identity of the project's lead developer Satoshi Kusama. In a recent tweet, he hinted that he will dox the founder of the popular cryptocurrency. The YouTuber then proceeded by stating that there was a lot of evidence to prove that the lead developer worked with disgraced FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried, but that he was only involved early on. This is when Satoshi Kusama himself entered the conversation, challenging Bitboy by asking him how his t-shirt sales were doing and suggesting that he provide receipts. As reported later on by You Today, Kusama is now urging Armstrong to stop flooding. I think I would support Kusama on that one. Honestly, calling out someone for having worked early on with Sam Bankman-Fried means it's like you're really, really grasping at straws. You're digging for something that you can throw out there that will get everyone in a panic. But seriously, come on. Number 4, we are still busy with Shiba Inu. Their lead has announced a new era as community receives designation. Shiba Inu's lead, Satoshi Kusama, has heralded a new era by designating all members of the community as the new defense breed. The leader of Shiba Inu has just updated his Twitter bio, which now reads, "If you fly the SHIB flag, it shouldn't be reversible. Great job, Shibarium. You all are the new defense breed." There you can see his Twitter bio. As stated in a Shibarium blog post, the breeds were a concept to help create structure in an otherwise structureless, decentralized group of volunteers that wanted the best for both SHIB and its community. The earlier breed team took up the responsibility of fighting FUD, negotiating and closing deals with different companies on behalf of Shiba Inu. Now, Kusama is announcing a new defense breed team consisting of all Shiba Inu community members. Piece of news number 5. Our last quick peek at SHIB developments. Shiba Inu's biggest whale transfer after Shibarium. The last 24-hour window recorded its largest Shiba Inu whale transfer after the Shibarium beta launch. Reportedly, over 800 billion SHIB, worth $8.2 million in press time, was transferred from Shiba staking to an anonymous wallet. The renowned whale transactions tracker Whale Alert reported this notable whale transfer, which occurred on the Ethereum chain on Wednesday. Moving on to number 6. And boom, we are looking at a hack. $170,000 worth of stolen Ethereum traced to North Korean hackers. Blockchain analytics firm Chainalysis has Blockchain analytics firm Chainalysis has identified an address associated with previous North Korean hacks that received approximately $170,000 worth of Ethereum, stolen in the recent $200 million hack of Euler Finance. The Euler Finance hack is the largest of its kind in 2023. The bad actors managed to pull off a flash loan attack by taking advantage of the lack of collateralization in flash loans to borrow large amounts of funds. This made it possible to manipulate token prices. The involvement of North Korean hackers in the Euler Finance hack highlights the growing threat of cybercrime in the DeFi space. As reported by You Today, South Korea has imposed its first ever crypto-related sanctions on North Korea due to the latter's cryptocurrency crimes. North Korean hackers were responsible for the majority of crypto hacking activity last year, stealing $3.8 billion worth, with decentralized finance protocols accounting for most of the losses. 7. And now this is on the same topic, the Euler Finance hack, but this is really fascinating. Euler Finance hacker rejects $20 million offer and mixes 1,000 Ethereum in Tornado Cash. On the 16th of this month, the $200 million hack of the Euler Finance lending protocol took an unexpected turn when the perpetrator apparently rejected the offer of $20 million by mixing 1,000 Ethereum, worth $1.65 million, through Tornado Cash. Wow. Exchanging $20 million for $1.65 million. Euler Finance publicly offered the attacker a deal in which they could keep 10% of the $200 million stolen if they returned the rest. Refusing to do so would end up in Euler Finance offering a reward of $1 million to anyone who provided the information that led to their capture. But according to on-chain data, the hacker didn't care about Euler Finance's suggestions and instead mixed the cryptocurrencies in Tornado Cash just a few hours after the proposal was made public. But it was not all bad news. The hacker decided to send 100 Ethereum to one of the victims after their pleas. One of the users who lost their funds told the hacker that he was a humble person who could lose all the savings of his life if he rejected the reward offered by the protocol. Here you can see his message. Please consider returning 90% or 80%. I'm just a user that only had 78 as my life savings deposited into Euler. I'm not whale or millionaire. You can't imagine the mess I'm into right now, completely destroyed. I'm pretty sure 20 million is already life. Sure, and they responded to that, returning 100 Ethereum. Let's take a look at number 8. Payment giant Stripe clinches $6.5 billion funding at $50 billion valuation. Payment processing company Stripe announced signing agreements for a Series 1 fundraising of over $6.5 billion at a valuation of $50 billion. Stripe intends to deploy the freshly raised funds to provide liquidity to current and former employees and address staff withholding tax obligations related to equity awards, resulting in the retirement of company shares that will offset the issuance of new ones to Series 1 investors. Stripe said in a press release that it does not require this capital to run its business. Talking about the latest funding, John Collison, co-founder and president of the payment processor, weighed in on how employees, both current and former, helped the foundational economic infrastructure for more than a decade, and added, and this transaction gives them the opportunity to access the value they've helped create. But the internet economy is still young, and the opportunities of the next 12 years will dwarf those of the recent past. There is so much to discover and create. For us, it's now back to work. Piece of news number 9. U.S. judge denies the Department of Justice's appeal to stay the Voyager Binance US $1 billion deal. New York Judge Michael Wiles of the District Court of the Southern District of New York has denied the U.S. Department of Justice's appeal to stay the $1 billion asset sale plan between bankrupt crypto broker Voyager Digital and Binance US. During a Wednesday hearing on the department's motion to halt the order pending appeal, Judge Wiles reiterated his approval of the plan on the basis that further delay would harm the interests of Voyager's customers. Recall that the Department of Justice filed an appeal motion on Friday, seeking to review Judge Wiles' approval of the Voyager Binance US plan, barely 24 hours after the judge ruled in favor of the deal. Williams and Harrington, that is the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, and the U.S. Trustee, asked for a 2-week stay so authorities would have enough time to sort out legal issues with Voyager. However, Judge Wiles noted in the latest hearing that the duration of the current stay, which elapses by the 20th of March, is enough for any other formalities. The judge reiterated that the argument against Voyager and Binance US showed no irregularities in the asset sale plan. As I explained in my decision, the evidence and argument before me during the confirmation hearing did not suggest there were any illegalities in what the plan contemplated and compelled a conclusion that the transactions could and should proceed. Thus saith the judge. On to number 10. Major South Korean crypto exchange to support the latest airdrop for XRP holders. Upbit, a major South Korean cryptocurrency trading platform, has announced it will support the latest airdrop for XRP token holders in XCore tokens. The airdrop is also being distributed to solo token holders. In a recently published announcement, Upbit detailed that the airdrop is scheduled to take place on the 24th of March and that a total of 50 million tokens are to be distributed equally between solo and XRP holders. To participate in the airdrop, holders must have tokens in their exchange balance at the time the snapshot is taken. Number 11. Binance announces support for staked Ethereum withdrawals. The biggest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance, announced on Friday that it would process staked Ethereum withdrawals and is ready to support the next Ethereum Shanghai and Capella upgrades. Withdrawals of staked Ethereum from the cryptocurrency exchange, however, will be postponed for a week after the April 12th Shanghai upgrade to the mainnet. After the successful Shibarium update, Binance will begin Ethereum staking withdrawals through the Ethereum 2.0 staking page, as per a March 17th release. This implies that Binance will hold off on processing withdrawal requests for staked Ethereum for a week. When the Shibarium update has been implemented successfully, a second notice will inform users how to withdraw Ethereum from staking. Due to withdrawal limits, Binance intends to implement a daily Ethereum redemption cap for each user. Number 12. Coinbase is reportedly eyeing global expansion amid regulatory scrutiny. US-based crypto exchange Coinbase is apparently in discussions to establish a trading platform for its foreign consumers. Apparently, the exchange has been in contact with its institutional customers regarding the possibility of implementing a new platform. With the current assault on the crypto sector by US regulatory authorities, assault is a good word for that, it is not hard to see how this may be real and materialize. Relatively recently, the Paxos BUSD supply enforcement action by the US Securities and Exchange Commission brought indirect attention to the leading exchange Binance. The cryptocurrency trading platform operates in several countries but is subject to local laws and regulations. It would seem that Coinbase has not yet settled on a specific nation to commence its Coinbase global operation. According to Bloomberg, a Coinbase representative was reported as stating, in line with its mission to increase global crypto adoption, Coinbase assesses geographic options and meets with government officials in high-bar regulatory jurisdictions. Coinbase informed the agency there is no way it will register with the SEC, despite the agency's chair, Gary Gensler's, appeal for crypto exchanges to do so. Moreover, Coinbase said on Monday that the digital assets it lists are not securities in an amicus brief filed in a lawsuit involving a former employee accused of insider trading and securities fraud for disclosing knowledge about future token listings on Coinbase. Number 13. Binance replaces BUSD stablecoin in SEFU fund with TUSD and USDT. Binance introduced the Secure Asset Fund for Users, SEFU, on January the 29th last year. The SEFU is a $1 billion emergency insurance fund designed to protect Binance users in the case of a disaster. The SEFU fund's initial holdings included BNB, BUSD, and Bitcoin. Binance has replaced BUSD in the fund with two other major stablecoins, since Paxos was instructed to cease minting fresh BUSD by New York state officials. While looking for a replacement for BUSD, the Binance exchange settled on TrueUSD and Tether. This transfer will ensure that SEFU assets continue to protect customers even as the BUSD market value gradually decreases. Moreover, no action is required on the part of users, and all funds will continue to be stored at publicly verifiable locations as per the official release. According to the report, Binance occasionally adds to the SEFU fund from its own resources to make sure it is sufficiently financed. Good initiative. This, however, is devastating news for Binance and investors since it demonstrates the widespread mistrust in the stablecoin. Having peaked at $15.5 billion in January this year, the market valuation of the unstable stablecoin has steadily declined and is now just $8.2 billion worth. We're almost there. Number 14. A crypto wallet prototype discovered inside Microsoft Edge browser. Microsoft may not be the first name to come to mind when it comes to blockchain. Still, the company has experimented with the technology for many years. According to screenshots shared on Twitter by Albacore, a pseudonymous software researcher from Central Europe, Microsoft has added code that would integrate a non-custodial crypto wallet into the company's default Edge browser. The screenshots Albacore shared depict a user interface for a cryptocurrency wallet, a decentralized application explorer, a newsfeed, and the ability to buy cryptocurrency through Coinbase and MoonPay. The enhancement is already baked in to recent releases of Microsoft Edge browser, but is hidden and not accessible to users. Albacore cautions that Microsoft builds and tests a lot of things that never see the light of day. Even so, he says the Edge wallet functions correctly. Microsoft would not confirm any aspect of its Edge crypto wallet development. At Microsoft, we regularly test new features to explore new experiences for our customers, said a Microsoft spokesperson to Decrypt in an email response. We look forward to learning and collecting feedback from customers, but have nothing further to share at this time. So, that looks like we're waiting to see if anything comes of this. And bang, this is it, number 15, our last one for this week. So those of you who were paying attention might have picked this up on our previous news item. But if you didn't, here it is again. Here is the target date for Ethereum's Shanghai Hard Fork. It has been released, guys. After a months-long wait since the merge, Ethereum developers have set a target date for the network's highly anticipated Shanghai Hard Fork. The upgrade will enable the network stakers to withdraw their locked Ether for the first time since December 2020. During a recorded call among core developers on Thursday, developers set April the 12th as their target date for Shapella, the dual upgrade enabling Ethereum withdrawals. the dual upgrade enabling Ether withdrawals. Shapela is a combination of the words Shanghai and Capella, changes to Ethereum's execution and consensus layer respectively. Excitement, big time. Mark April the 12th in your journals. And ta-da, guys, that is the end of the news for this week. We did it. Thanks for sticking with us. If you're not yet subscribed, please hit that. And I really hope what you heard today was helpful. Some stuff to make you nervous, some stuff to make you excited, and some stuff just to make you happy that you invest at all. Thank you once again for tuning in, and I'll be seeing you next week for another look at the top 15 happenings in crypto. We gotcha.